Christmas! Caroline.
And I'm Phil.
Welcome to our Christmas Eve happy hour.
Indeed, yes.
It's lovely to have you join us. You're very busy
festive,
in the chat.
Very festive.
Got our tree.
Tree all in the centre. Some of Caroline's craft decorated around the finds this week.
Yes, and we're really excited because I've had a word there's been a lot of bad weather around.
Yes.
So I contacted NORAD and they track Santa and they've said to tell everyone not to worry. Santa has been cleared for all airspaces right through the world. No matter what the weather, there's something about the magic and the speed he travels that the weather doesn't affect him. So don't worry, Santa is definitely either has already been, depending on where you live, or he's on his way. So good news.
Yes, fortunately, all the time zones that we moan about serve him well.
Yes.
Because it means he can get to all the places he needs to get to because he's got a full 24 hours to do it in.
Yeah, so he's going to be fine and your gifts are on the way.
Of course, here it's just gone 9 o'clock in the UK, 9 p.m. I know that will vary around the world, but we've had a full day. We've been for tea with one of our grandchildren and one of our children. We've popped in to visit my brother and my mum, and then tomorrow we've got a full schedule and Boxing Day. Now, somebody said I'm involved in a course at the moment in America, and we do it all by Zoom in the early hours of the morning. Well, not in the early hours of the morning for the Americans, it's 8 o'clock over there and it's 1 o'clock here. But somebody said, they call it Boxing Day in Europe. So I didn't realise that when we refer to Boxing Day, just in case anyone isn't familiar with that, that's the day after Christmas. When we set off, we then travel to see Max and his family. So we try to see everyone over the Christmas period, do the whole family thing and get to travel around because, of course, they're spread out. And I know there'll be those who perhaps won't be in the chat tonight because they'll be busy travelling other places and preparing. I've heard of some of the feasts in the comments that some people are working on. They've got a full evening of preparation and going to Cuban dinners tonight, but got to prep Christmas breakfast ready for the morning before they go. Now that's what you call keeping busy. Yep. So it's all happening.
Any noise you can hear, there's this faint jingling in the distance. It's Phil's jumper. It's that time of year and the jumper has come out. Drives me bananas.
Carrie says, stay still, you're too noisy.
He comes down and says, jingle, 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 jingle.
Now, I wouldn't want to be a cat burglar wearing one of these. I don't think your career would last long, would it?
Mama's gone detect and said, I think this is my first time making a Saturday live. I usually have a previous commitment on Saturday, but the holidays freed me up today. Brilliant.
Lovely.
You could join us for the show then.
Yes, lovely that you could join us for our Christmas special, which is
Karen says Santa has just gone by her house on a fire engine. So there we go. He's definitely doing his rounds. We haven't seen him yet, but I don't think he's anywhere near us just yet.
No.
I hope not, because I'm not in bed. Speaking of which, do you remember last week I was saying I'd had this conversation with Manky about something strange happens to pandas on Christmas Eve and I have no idea what it is? Well, it turns out he's gone to see a man who apparently has got some of Santa's magic that he has been allowed to give to pandas. Now, he's supposed to be back by now. As you can see, he's not here. So
he was supposed to be starting his hat here.
I know, but he's not.
Left his hat.
I can hear the door going. He's forgotten his key again. He's back. So I'll go and get Manky. Let him in. Oh, Tom.
Thank you ever so much, Tom.
Oh, that's really kind of you. Thank you, Tom.
Merry Christmas to you, mate.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That really is kind. Thank you.
And a beautiful banner with lots of fireworks going off in the sky and stars and beautiful things. Lovely.
Right, I better let Manky in because
you go sort that out, dear. You go sort that out. And did Caroline tell you who were the first three? I don't think she did. So we're going to go by my screen, which could mean anything. But according to my screen, the top three in tonight are the Crafty Campervanners. So that's Kaz and Pete. And Christina Mitazaki with a Merry Christmas from Sweden, everybody. And Mudlarker Arizona just pipped Rachel Bailey to take the third slot in. So there we go. Crafty Caravanners, Christina Mitazaki and Mudlarker Arizona. They were the first three in tonight for our Christmas special. And of course, we've got lots and lots of people making appearances tonight because of the photographs you sent us. We've got photos. I believe we've even got a short video. And we've got images going back to the 19... Hello. Good grief. Okay, everybody. You better get ready for this. I think you're in for as big a surprise as me, because here's Mr. Manky. There's Manky. There you go. Hello. So this is what it's all about, is it? So how long can you stay like this? How long does it last before you return to being our little mascot? You don't know. You didn't ask. That's mad. You've got to learn to ask questions, Manky. If you don't know, then you could be here on a live show with all these people watching, and suddenly you'll be a little tiny midget. You'll disappear. But let's just enjoy having you here for the moment. Have you got anything you'd like to tell the folks? Now then, Manky says hello to everyone. Merry Christmas. Hopes you all have a wonderful, healthy and happy New Year. But in order to give you that extra boost over the Christmas period, Manky says, now that Manky's full-size panda would like to give everybody out there before they go a big super Manky kiss. So please hold on for that, because that will be coming in a moment. But Manky, is there anything you'd like to ask the people while you're here? Oh. Manky asked, do you think Manky is cuter like this, or when they are mini Manky coming on the adventures as our mascot? What do you think? So they're asking if you put in the comments whether you like small or big Manky the best, because Manky knows that Manky's going to be small again quite soon. Doesn't know exactly when, but doesn't think this will last long, and it took them a while to get home. So they look to me, I don't know, it looks to me like you're beginning to get a little bit shorter already. You're not quite as tall as when you came in. So I'm starting to panic that we're going to get a Manky transformation on screen. Okay. Somebody loves the Manky mascot. Somebody loves the big Manky. Mini Manky. Size doesn't matter, Ed Creative said. Mini Manky. And we got rows of Manky faces. I tell you what, small or big, and I think small is winning the day. You are getting lots and lots of love from all around the world, Manky. So, Manky, in case anything does happen on screen, would you like to give all the people a big Manky kiss? All right, go on then. Pack it up, everyone. Manky's coming in for a kiss. Right then. Right. Well, you better get on your way, Boo. All right, and I'll see you mini-sized later. Bye. Bye, everyone. Say bye to Manky. Oh, by the way, right, Manky has said that there was a very special guest in earlier, but they've had to go to bed by 9 o'clock because Santa's coming. So Manky wants to just give a big thumbs up to Ollie, who starred in our recent show. Because his mum Kate has put him off to bed. He come in the chat just to say hello, but Manky said he's really sad to miss Ollie, but he knows he'll watch the replay. So a big thumbs up from Manky for Oliver, and a very Merry Christmas to you as well, mate. Right, on your way, all done. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Manky. Okay, right, all there, folks. Well, you never know what's going to happen on this show, that is for sure. But I'll tell you one thing that always happens, and that's the quiz.
Don't put the flour down, Manky. Oh no, he's making cookies for Santa. Put that back on there. I've left Phil in charge. He's all gone to pieces. My kitchen already looks like an explosion in a cake factory.
Right then, everyone. We're going to have a question. Now, the questions cannot be linked directly to finds that we have in the room, because this will go on record as our probably the least finds or at least a close second, because when we visited the graveyard, the ship graveyard, we didn't find any finds there.
No.
And of course we found one teeny weeny bit of green glass on this occasion. But what an adventure. We met wonderful people. I cannot speak too highly of Sue and Steve. They gave us such a wonderful time. The hour we spent having a coffee with them was a real break from so much that's happening in our world at the moment. Just to take that time out and sit with such lovely people was great. And to get down on the beach to visit that island. But all of the questions are related to the video. But obviously, we didn't bring things like the shipwreck back with us.
No.
So here we go. The first question I'm going to ask you. Now, when you were watching the video, the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that beyond the island that we could walk to, there was another island. And that larger island is called Flatholme. And on that island, unlike the island we visited, where the structures are very ancient and no longer truly visible, there are structures on the island, numerous structures. And I want to ask, which of these is included among those structures on Flatholme Island? Is it A, a castle, B, a hotel, or C, a hospital?
Go.
Right there, folks. What are you thinking?
Ooh. Ooh, just looking in the comments here. Ooh, it's getting very controversial.
Yes.
Ooh, here come all the answers. We have had one answer in before the goal.
Flatholme Island. Flatholme Island. What are you thinking? What is among the structures there, folks? Do you think it's A, a castle? Well, somebody does. Do you think it's B, a hotel? Somebody does. Or do you think it's C, a hospital? Several people think that. Right then. Well, we got lots and lots of answers in. Lots and lots of answers. We've got 79 people watching, 44 thumbs up, and an awful lot of answers. Awful lot of answers indeed.
Phyllis said, what Tom said.
Oh, then. And just to spark off interest, we have got a difference of opinion between that wonderful couple in the West Country who have a marvellous channel and our resident expert on most things, but certainly steam engines, Mr. Robert T. Rowe. They've got a difference of opinion, which matters, folks, because they've got a little friendly derby going each week. So the question is, have they managed to achieve their usual status of getting both wrong answers but different answers?
Stop jingling, please.
Right then, here we go. If you said castle, I can understand why, but sorry, Ed, along with the rest of those who said A, you're not correct. On the other hand, if you went with Mr. Dan Fetters, who was the second one to answer, and said a hospital, you would be correct. Because I understand the logic. Why would you put a hospital on a little island? But if you look just above the word go, you'll see Mr. Tom Burley put isolation hospital.
He knows his stuff.
Yes. Yes, a man from Yorkshire who knows his way around the islands of South Wales. They built an isolation hospital there so that people that had highly contagious diseases were sent over to the island and cared for there. So it has a barracks, it has a foghorn station, it has an anti-aircraft gun installation, it's got a lighthouse, but it's also got a hospital. So, the first correct answer, Dan Fetters.
Well done, Dan.
Second correct answer, Mr. Mike Sage.
Well done, Mike.
And the third one goes to the man who definitely knew the answer, but came in third on the list, Mr. Tom Burley.
Well done, Tom.
Lovely to see you on a podium tonight, Tom. So we've got Dan, Mike, and Tom. on my first screen, they are the only 3 that had the C's,
right.
But they were all grouped quite closely together, and it was an isolation hospital. And then just down below then, Lexi got it right, and there's 1 or 2 others as well.
Yes, a couple got it right,
and of course, I won't say too much, but one of the 2 in the local derby got it right and the other didn't. So it's off to an interesting start. But the night is yet young.
Right, but while the night is young, shall we have a look at some... We got Happy Mail or pictures. We'll do some pictures first because we've got such a lot of pictures. Right. Thank you everyone for sending in your pictures.
Let's have a look.
So I'm going to try working down my list, and bear with me because
we've got 2 lists. We've got my list, which is the order they came in, and then Caroline's list, which is the order that the machine put them in when she took them across. Right,
so I need to go from the bottom up. Sorry, I'll be with you now. There we go. First of all, we got Phyllis and her brother. This is Phyllis Williams, the lady with the spanner.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Look at that smart hat. And I just love this. This is just typical Christmas that we saw on TV, wasn't it? They weren't... Yeah. Our British Christmases weren't quite as nice as that. And then we've got this one of them playing with their dad. Oh, we can see Phyllis had a cot for Christmas. And there's another look at those for smart outfits. Quite impressive, that. Right, now we're going on to Robert T. Road.
Yes, now Robert sent a message with this particular picture, and he pointed out that it's a Christmas photo taken around 1957. And he said, we were dressed in our caps and coats. My older brother and I are meeting Santa Claus at the local Sears store. My mother is holding me. So there, in the background, is Mum holding Robert.
Phil was pointing then. You can't see him pointing, can you?
And my father is just visible on the left. So you see the peak of that hat. That's Dad. That's Big Brother. And then Robert's up in Mum's arms just behind Santa. And that's at the Sears store around 1957.
Right, now we're going on to Michelle Clifford. And this is Michelle's dog. And for some reason... No, this is Michelle, I'm sorry. Sorry, Michelle, you're not Michelle Clifford. This is Michelle and this is her dog, Clifford. It's my shorthand on my pictures.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
So this is Clifford, the dog?
Yeah. 2 of several pets that we've got here, because the first one is the dog, as you said. And then we've got Kevin the cat. And the reason these 2 got their pictures in out of all the pets is because they're both convinced they are distant cousins to Manky because of their colouring and the way the black and white is arranged on both of them. So they're both absolutely convinced that they are distant cousins.
So there we go, there's the first few pictures. We've got a lot more where that came from. We've had some wonderful photographs taken.
We have
thoroughly enjoyed seeing them all.
We have indeed. It's been very exciting. And of course, we've been seeing these pictures come in over the last 4 weeks because the original first ones came in about 4 weeks ago and people have been sending them in right up until yesterday. We've got one of the last pictures in that we'll be showing is a painting that was done some years ago by Anna Jason's daughter. That came in and they said if it's too late we understand, but no, it's in. That'll be one of the last pictures going in. So we've enjoyed seeing them, reading the emails, and I've just got a few notes, and Caroline's got as Caroline said, she put short, you can only put a tiny little
yes, I read what it said, so sorry, it's Michelle Grady and I said
right.
Michelle Clifford. Who is Michelle Clifford?
No, as she said, meet Clifford the dog and Kevin the cat, who think that they might be Manky's cousins, and I can see why.
Like. I hope they're not going to grow tonight.
Yes.
They're going to be rather large.
You'll be in for problems, But as I say, it's 83 in now, 49 thumbs up.
Thank you all for joining us.
And it's great to have so many with us. I trust everybody is ready, because depending where you are, we're as ready as we're going to get.
Yep.
We did a last minute drop into the shop today and picked up 1 or 2 items.
Yep.
But other than that, I don't think we're with... The trouble is, you don't know what you haven't got until Christmas Day arrives. And you think,
yes,
there's no gravy browning or whatever.
I can't imagine Christmas without gravy browning. No. Imagine having white gravy for Christmas.
But I think we're all sorted. Sadly, our youngest is poorly, so that's a shame. But they're curled up on the settee, feeling poorly at the moment.
Yes, that's not tech support Tim. This is a different one.
No, this is our youngest.
Tech support Tim is fine. And
yeah, he's upstairs. But tech support Tim is second out of our 4 children. Third. I'm promoting. Third.
We've got too many.
Yeah, we've got one younger than tech support Tim, and they're not very well. But there are some rather nasty viruses going around at the moment. We've been fortunate, but it is hitting people. So lots of people not too well this Christmas, which is a sad shame.
Right, should we have some Happy Mail now?
Happy Mail. That sounds like a great idea. What are we going to go for?
Here we go. We're going to go for Happy Mail now.
Now, I got to be honest. As soon as I saw the colour on this package, I thought I might know.
We know somebody who likes
I
people.
thought I might know someone who would have such subtle bags, and I was absolutely right.
We knew what this was. If we're not sure, we open it because it could be anything. But seeing that sticker, we think, right, that's Happy Mail from
not what it is. We know who it's from.
Banners, yes. So
yes.
let's have a look inside. Oh, it's exciting. Thank you both. And see you in tonight. Actually having a wonderful time.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out in case they say, don't open it on it.
You never know. Oh, Tom was saying he's just found out the salmon have returned to the local river after 250-year absence. Wow. Just goes to show they're cleaning the rivers, isn't it? Right, I'm getting there. Oh, I can see bubble wrap.
Oh, now we have a bag full of bubble wrap with a box. So we've got a bag, a box, and bubble wrap. A rubber band, I'm telling you. I'm telling you this.
Little card, I'll let you read that.
Righto. It's from the Clumpy Clump of Annas. As you can see.
Your name is never going to be the same.
They've now adopted a new title, the Clumpy Clump of Annas. Bill and Caroline and Manky Panda, happy Christmas. Love from Peter and Kaz.
Thank you
kiss,
so
kiss.
much, Peter and Kaz. Oh, look at that. We've got a box with nutcrackers on. What's inside? Oh! The biggest Ferrero Rocher I have ever seen in my life. Look at that. It's enormous. Oh, it's got a tag on as well. Is any writing on the tag? Let's find out. To Phil. Happy Christmas. You can share with Caroline if you want to.
Ah.
So that's yours. Sorry, I picked up yours.
That's lovely. Thank you very much. Do you know what? I'm doing rather well on large items of chocolate this year, aren't I?
Yes.
I had a large Toblerone as well.
You did, so you're going to thoroughly enjoy Christmas.
I am. I'm doing very well.
Jealous.
I'm doing very well.
You'd share if I asked him. You're very good.
I wonder what they've done. Is this a giant Ferrero Rocher? Or is this a giant look-alike chocolate Ferrero Rocher? When you break it, there's lots of Ferrero Rochers inside.
Does anybody know?
I've never had... I've had... You know those large trays? I've had those for Christmas, but I've never had a large Ferrero Rocher, so it's going to be intriguing to find out if this is actually a large Ferrero Rocher. I will find out. I will.
Manky, you've got a present here from Pete and Kaz. Okay. He said, do you mind if I open it because he's at the moment covered in flour because he's making cookies for Santa? Oh, my poor kitchen. So let's have a look. It says, Manky Panda, hope this fits. It won't fit at the moment, but it should tomorrow. Happy Christmas from Pete and Kaz. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this! It's a little Christmas jumper.
We can always live in hope. We'll be back to normal size for the end of the show.
Yes, he might be. I'll check later. If he is, you'll know because he can't reach to get the cookies out of the oven. Oh, look, it's an elf on a shelf with a little jumper on. So I think that should fit him, actually.
It does look good.
I'll keep my ear out, and if he shouts because he's stuck upstairs because he can't get down the steps, then I'll go and rescue him. And we'll try that on him. Oh, thank you. That's really cute, really thoughtful. Thank you.
We also have highly decorated envelopes with cards on. As you can see,
right,
one for
lovely.
Manky, one for us.
Oh,
That's
this
our
one.
cards.
Caroline, do you recognise this?
Why? I got a sneaky feeling I know what may have happened here.
Yeah.
I may be wrong.
Well, sorry about this.
The suspense.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
look.
yes. Oh, Oh, that's lovely.
That's from the challenge. Remember when I sent some things for Kaz to do something with in the challenge? And look what she made with pipe stems.
Now that
I've never made anything as lovely as that.
No, that is a beautiful Christmas ornament.
See if we can get it to focus. There we go. Look, it's all beads. And then the pipe stems are covered in glitter. And then more beads. And that is going to look lovely on my tree. Oh, thank you ever so much. That is lovely. And whenever I see it, I'll always think of you. Thank you.
So those who watch the Craft channel may remember when Caroline did all of the homemade tree decorations and decorated a white snow-covered Christmas tree. That is the actual tree. We've left all of our usual decorations in the loft this year, and we've used that tree. So everything on the tree, bar Gabby, who has been on the top of our tree for 30 years and is there taking a pride of place, everything is handmade, all made by Caroline. So that is going to take pride of place among those. And Timothy and myself were enjoying a restful sit down looking at the tree earlier, and we were saying it's utterly amazing to think that 1 year ago Caroline was so poorly, and this year we have an entire Christmas tree totally decorated with crafts that Caroline has made. If you told us a year ago that was going to happen, I don't think any of us would have dared to believe it. So we've got so much to celebrate this Christmas. We
1
really
year has made such a difference.
It has indeed.
Look at the card that they sent us. And I know the Kaz has got a thing about Highland cattle now because she's seen them when they went to Scotland. And that is absolutely gorgeous. And they really are that lovely in real life. They don't usually have electric lighting on their horns, but that is absolutely beautiful. And they are that pretty. And it's lovely there. The wind's blowing so you can see his eyes. Quite often you can't see their eyes. And we've got a card for Manky too. Shall I open your card, Manky? He sounded very squeaky. He said to open his card, but I think he's shrinking again. Oh, I was hoping it would last till midnight. Let's have a look. Oh, wow, look at this. It says, Manky Panda, have a wonderful Christmas from Kaz and Pete. Party like a panda.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Oh, that is brilliant. I've never seen a card like that before. Look at that. Manky Panda having a party for Christmas. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Oh, Christina Mizaki, thank you. You interrupted me. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
A 55 Swedish crown super chat. And we got, what's this? A lemon talking to a little pig and giving him a gift. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much, Christina. That's really kind of you, and we really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, and message to Kaz. It looks like your lovely gift to Caroline has offered inspiration, because Kate has said going to have to try that craft with Oliver. Because, of course, Oliver is king of the pipe stems.
He's got plenty.
He's got eyes like an oak, and he has found so many up on that river of his there. So that's an idea they've got for a Christmas craft now.
There we go.
Lovely.
We're inspiring people already.
Indeed. Now then, we should have another question.
Right, let's have another question, then we've got one more happy meal.
Right, okie doke.
Here we go.
Now, this is going to get very technical now, because I need Caroline to put up a particular picture before I ask this question, because this question is directly related.
So which one is it?
It's the one
Steve
of his.
Right. Yeah.
There we go, folks. Here we have two rather distinguished looking gentlemen, and I've got to be honest. The gentleman on our right, as we look at the screen, the one in the oval picture, if I didn't know it was Steve's great-grandfather, I'd think it was Steve all dressed up. Because his great-grandfather looks a spitting image, or I should say he looks a spitting image of his great-grandfather. Steve, who was on the video with us, those are pictures of his grandfather, his great-grandfather, and his great-great-grandfather. So that's James and George Binding. And that leads me into my question that I want to ask, because this question is with regards to the wreck on Sully Island. Because it is believed that wreck is actually the wreck of a pilot cutter. Now, piloting was a very dangerous task. They were small, rather flat-bottomed boats. They used to cut underneath the very edge of the huge ships that came in, and they would board one of their apprentices onto the ship, and they would bring the ships in. And that was their job, was to guide the ships in, and it was extremely dangerous. In fact, it was so hazardous that there were many of those boats that were wrecked. But the Baratana, which is the boat that was owned by Steve's great-great-grandfather, he bought it from a pilot cutter and used it on coastal transferring of goods and marine salvage. Because I believe it was his great-grandfather, in the email I received from Steve with a lot of history, was a diver, as in deep-sea diver, big metal hat screwed on and a pump to send the air down to him and lead boots. That was his role. So they did a lot of salvage work and they also did shifting stuff along. The suspicion is that when the boat got to the age it was, because this was now third hand by the time he got it and had seen a lot of service, that by time 1916, March 1916 came and it sank. There are a lot of questions about that sinking. But I want to ask a question regarding the number of cutter pilots operating in the Sully Island area. How many cutters in the Cardiff pilotage fleet were allowed to use the small anchorage behind Sully Island when that permission was granted in 1882? Okay, so we're going back to 1882. We're going back 30 years before this ship sank, when it was still operating as a pilot. How many of those boats do you think were granted permission to use the small bay behind Sully Island? Do you think it was A, 65 boats, B, 45 boats, or C, 25 boats?
Go! Right, I know where mine is.
So we've got an island that's 450 yards long, measures about 4.5 acres, and the small bay behind it, they used it to shelter in at certain times and seasons. How many boats were in the Cardiff fleet of the pilot cutters that were allowed to use that small bay? Was it A, 65, B, 45, or C, 25 boats? What are we looking at?
Can you hear somebody calling? Is that Manky?
Could well be.
I go and check what's going on now.
Go see what he's up to, love. Never know what you're going to find when you go out of this place when he's on the rampage. Okay, well, we've got quite a variety of answers coming in. I would say at the moment, the least popular answer is C. And I would say the most popular answer is, it's touch and go between B and A. Yes, it is. So, which is...
Frank.
Oh, hiya, buddy. He's back.
Look, he's back to normal size, but I think you look nicer that size.
Yes, well, lots of people felt the same way.
Flower all over him.
But it means he can try his jumper on.
Yes. Try his jumper on.
Well, you pop his jumper on while I sort out the answer to this question, because I can tell you, folks, that the correct answer is 65. There were 65 cutter pilots that were granted permission from the Cardiff fleet to use the bay behind Sully Island. It just goes to show how many of these guys there were. It was very dangerous, but it was also very competitive, because they needed their vehicles to be very agile in order to do the job they did. And as I say, I think there was something in the order of 66 shipwrecks recorded. But they also needed to be quick, because when the big ships came into sight, they would actually race to get there first, because first come, first served to offer their services. Nothing was pre-booked. It was all get out there and get the job so that you could bring them in. There were 65, so the answer is A, which means top of the tree, first place, Mr. Ed Creative. Then our friends, the Crafty Campervanners, followed by Christina Midazaki. So there we go. It's Ed on the gold podium.
Well done, Ed.
It's Kaz and Pete on the silver.
Well done, Kaz and Pete.
And Christina on the bronze.
Well done, Christina.
Here is Manky sporting.
And look there.
Look at that.
Oh, doesn't he look lovely? Oh, I'm glad he shrunk back so we could try this on him during the live show. I had no idea how long he was going to be big. Did you enjoy being big, Manky? Really? Oh, he was saying he was a bit scared because normally when he walks about, he's this far from the floor. But when he was this big, he said he was an awful long way down to the floor and he felt a little bit dizzy. So he'd rather be this size.
Well, there we are. So, you wouldn't think that the way he climbs around the Christmas tree.
I know, but he didn't like being tall. He preferred to be short.
No, you're better as you are, my boy, because you can wear dapper clothes.
Oh, yes, look at that.
Yeah, we're going to have to get you some red wellies for Christmas, aren't we?
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Or white wellies,
I'll tell you what,
perhaps.
we'll have a look if these, what do you call them? I can never remember. Elf on a Shelf. If these clothing range fit Manky, maybe they do red
Perhaps they do red or white wellies. Yeah, that'd be good for Christmas.
Check that out.
Yeah, there we are.
Well, oh, he said, Kaz, Pete, he wants to give you a kiss for his jumper. So pack it up. There you go. Right there, Manky. What do you want to do? Do you want to go and hang about on the tree again? He does like hanging about on the tree.
Right then. Are we going to come back to...
Oh, we better go to more Happy Mail.
More Happy Mail.
Right, we got our box of Happy Mail. We opened this one because we didn't know what was in here. And it turns out it was good we opened it. Now, this is off Lexi and Elaine, so thank you very much, both of you. It's full of goodies. And the first thing we saw was this. Just Jane vintage cheese. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be really tasty. So that's been in the fridge. And apparently this goes really well with this. Whoops, it's called Lincolnshire plum bread. Hold it, there we go. Look at that. Gold Award winning, the 1936 recipe. So we're going to try that. Some cheese with the plum bread. It sounds delicious. So we'll be having some of that for Christmas tea tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll be having some of this for supper tonight.
Toblerone. Phil does love his Toblerone.
Yes, that's my festive Toblerone in a very Christmassy package. And a big thank you to Phyllis for my Toblerone. Yes. And I have duly eaten my birthday Toblerone. So I have the box, but I don't have the Toblerone to show. But Phyllis, it was lovely. Thank you very much.
This says, I hope you enjoy this box of little treats. The cheese is locally made with part of the profits going towards a project to try and get the Lancaster bomber, Just Jane, to fly again. The plum bread is a famous Lincolnshire recipe. It should go perfectly with the cheese. Phil, I know you love Toblerone, so hope you enjoy that too. I know you will share with Caroline. Oh yeah. Maybe every time she remembers to press go for the quiz, not very often then. There's a new friend for Manky I made too. I heard it might be his new girlfriend. On this card is a spot in Lexi and Elaine's nearby town. I will have to send you a photograph to see if you can spot the gingerbread man built into the brickwork. Ooh, sounds interesting. And there we go. So that is a beautiful spot near where Lexi and Elaine live. And the final thing in the box.
Look at this for a new friend.
Look at this. Lexi made this. Open it up. It's a new friend for Manky, and this is felted wool. And look at that. That's amazing. Actually looks like a panda. If I made it, it would look like a ball with black bits on. That's excellent. What do you think? Do you like each other? Yeah?
Definitely looks like a panda. Hello. Definitely looks like a panda.
Oh, that's it. Oh, they're chatting already in pandies. I can't understand them. Nope, I don't understand what they're saying. But they seem to be getting on anyway, so I'll put these two down to the side. Thank you ever so much. Where can we put them so they can get to know each other better? And we'll keep you updated on any romance. Well, thank you ever so much. You are going to have to open that Ferrero Rocher because most people don't. I haven't seen anybody said they know what's inside. Just people saying, I need to know what's inside. So come on.
Okay.
Come on, here we go. Let's have a look what's in your Ferrero Rocher.
Well, obviously...
Ooh, look at that. I'm going to do something with that. It's lovely, isn't it? Like that. And, oh, the suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
It's too nice to open.
It is, isn't it? Very pretty.
It's too nice.
Oh, the suspense. You're going to have to tear the foil. You've got to.
Oh,
we're in. Are we?
I got it.
Shall I do it?
No, you'll rip it. You're a vandal,
It's a big Ferrero Rocher. But what's inside? If you show everybody the outside, it does look like one.
There we go, folks.
Right, you're going to have to break it.
You could play cricket with that, couldn't you?
Is it shake?
No.
No. Right, bang it on the table.
I'll have that thing back that you want to use a minute, because then I could tap it into that in case we get bits everywhere.
Right.
That's my theory.
Here we go. Sorry, this is going to be noisy. Hold it, yours. Sorry about that.
One more.
It's all cracked. It's still not going.
There we go.
Oh, look at it. It's just like a Ferrero
an Easter
Rocher
egg.
bar turned into an Easter egg. Oh, yes. I've got to try a little bit of this. Give it a go.
Right. I'll just settle down by you for the rest of the show. You carry on.
Tastes exactly like one of the Ferrero Rochers, only in bar form and egg form.
To be honest, I think it's an improvement of Ferrero Rocher. I do.
Yeah.
I think it's actually an improvement.
Because you got them nuts spread
Ferrero
right the way
Rocher
through.
is nice, but the way this is done with the nuts through the chocolate.
Lexi said, Phil lights up like a Christmas tree with his chocolate. Yeah. And Abigail says, someone has definitely found a chocolatier to make a brick for Phil. Can you imagine a chocolate brick? We'd be fighting over it. Oh, hello, Bonnie. Lovely of you to join us. Don't you worry about that parcel at all. Not a problem.
Yeah.
It's lovely you could join us. Have a happy Christmas.
I tell you what, late parcels in the UK are the name of the game, because not only have we got the massive increase in parcels this time of year. Sorry, dear, I'll look after that.
I'm just going to move his Ferrero Rocher.
Try to move my Ferrero Rocher.
Sorry.
But our postal service are going on strike. Our railways are going on strike. So between the two, there's millions of parcels stockpiled, isn't it? Not getting through. So late is definitely in vogue this year.
Oh, Richard's here. Late. Were you delivered by Royal Mail, Richard?
Hello, Richard. And Richard, I haven't been able to answer everyone's comments because it's been a bit crazy coming up to Christmas, but I have read them. I just want to say, Richard, thank you for your lovely comment. Richard gave a very, very nice comment. He did. He was just celebrating how wonderful it was that you were well. And also, thank you for so many people who echoed Richard's comments, not only wishing us well, but also saying that whilst this week's video didn't have the finds in it, they still enjoyed the video, meeting the people, hearing the history and seeing the craft. I'm so glad of that, because we've been so trying to get a video out each week against all the odds with technology as well, but we got there in the end.
Oh, hello, Random. Happy holiday to you too.
Shall we do another question?
Let's do another question. Time is moving on.
Right then, a geography question for you folks. And you won't be at all surprised that this geography question has yet again a link to our location down there on the coast in Wales, and that gorgeous little island that you can walk to every day. You get about a 3-hour window either side. As the tide is dropping, the causeway just appears and you can start to walk over, and then it'll continue to fall and then it'll rise. So you get that window. Safety window is really 4 hours, 2 hours either side, but you can cross. But numerous people have been stuck on that island. So many that the RNLI, that's the Royal Naval Lifeboat Institute, I think, but those letters fit, so it'll do. The RNLI, the lifeboat people in that region, used to call it the Sully season rather than the summer season, because they've spent most of their calls going out and rescuing people who'd gone over, sat on the grass, had a picnic, and then realised the water had come in, they couldn't get back. So now they've actually got a big warning light system up, and it goes green, amber, red, and it tells you when it's safe to cross and when you should return, and it gives you the timings. But that kind of island, one you can walk to that is not bridged, I got to specify that, not one that has a bridge to it, but one that has a natural causeway, is not just Sully. We've been to another one up north, haven't we? Holy Island. You can go to Holy Island, but there's a moment when the water comes in and your car is stuck there. You can actually drive along that causeway. The question I want to ask you is, around the shores of England, Scotland and Wales, how many such islands are there? Is it A, 3? Is it B, 23? Or do you think it's C, 43?
Go.
What's you thinking? Really, now I've given you numbers, it gives you a level of, do you think it's really, because there's not a massive amount, because 43 would be a big number, but that's not massive. So obviously, do you think it's 43 islands around the coast of England, Scotland and Wales that you can walk to at low tide? Do you think it's 23? That would be B, or just 3? That would be A. What are we looking at, folks?
Could be right. Complete guess. It's not unclever.
Oh, I tell you what, there's one predominantly popular answer coming up.
Is it the right one?
Ooh, that would be saying, wouldn't it? Well, actually, I would say that the most prominent answer coming up is not the right one.
There seem to be a lot of bees.
There are an awful lot of bees. In fact, according to Abigail, there's definitely one in France.
Yes.
The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers were all B, and that's not right, because the correct answer is actually C. So the next answer was A, then a B, then 2A, so I've got to go off the page and the very first C I come to is Ali, DNA Mudlarking.
Well done, Ali.
Lovely young couple up north, up in Tom country, in the Yorkshire. Lovely couple with a lovely channel. And
Tom, you've been promoted, it's now Tom country.
It definitely is Tom's country.
Yeah.
It's Tom country.
No longer is Yorkshire, it's Tom country.
No. Yorkshire's, that's yesterday's title. Now it's Tomland. Okay, so Ali of DNA Mudlarking, you are the first and so far the only correct answer. But now we've got Sandy Black.
Well done, Sandy.
I tell you, I'm 20 answers down, but we got 2 in a row because the Clumpy Clompervanners have come in and stole a third place. They took a clue. They thought, Crafty Campervanners, we'll go with C.
Well done, the Clumpy Clompervanners have got it.
They got it right. So there we go. First answer, first one. And can I just say...
You can.
Yes, I will.
Feel
I will
free.
say. It goes to show that it's worth having a go, even if you're not first in, because the 20th answer was the third correct one. And can I just say, Ali, I hope you're feeling really good, because Diego got in 5 answers ahead of Ali, but he got B. And Ali went with C. Congratulations, the Christmas winner. But and if I go all the way to the bottom of the list, the only other correct answer I can find, which may be interesting, is West Country Mudlarks, and I got a feeling they may have typed it in after we told them, just so they could get ahead. But the West Country Mudlarks have got a C, and so there we go. Only 4 C's on the page.
Yeah, well done.
Only 4 C's on the page. That is amazing. But yeah, surprisingly enough, I would have thought the number was fewer. Somebody was saying they thought it would have been around 5, but 43.
But we haven't been that many places, and I was just thinking, for the ones I know, there must be more than the ones we know. So that's what I was going on.
Yeah. But mind you, I did make it sound less because I said we've been to one down here and one right up north.
Well, Catherine Tucker said there's Bure Island in Devon, famous for its Agatha Christie connection. So I love that.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one where they went over on that tall thing?
Oh, I love that.
We'll be watching Agatha Christie later tonight, hopefully.
Yes.
No, Agatha Christie's tomorrow.
Yes, it's Midsummer Murders tonight. Their Christmas special.
Yeah, their Christmas special.
It's not a new one, it's one we've watched a few times.
We watch it every year. We watch the one with the Christmas crackers.
Yep.
We watch that tonight, and tomorrow night we'll be watching Poirot's Christmas, when his central eating packs up. I think it's that one, is it? When his central eating packs up, and he's got a couple of Christmas ones, Poirot, but we watch our...
And she was also saying about St Michael's Mount in Cornwall, because you've got Mont Saint-Michel over in France, just the other side of the water, which is very similar. Bigger though.
Yeah, there was reference to one in France,
Fort Clonk in Alderney. Now, I wouldn't know about that. Clonker, not quite sure. I've never been there, so... You could stay at this last one for a few days. Oh, right. Oh, that's a bit like Holy Island then, because there's a little town on Holy Island. Right then. Richard said, with that bell, I keep thinking you have a cat. No, I have a man in a very annoying jumper. Oh, how I do love Phil's best jumpers.
Jingle bells.
Right,
have we got more pictures to show you?
More pictures. Let's have a look. Right, see if I can find out where we were.
Where were we? Where were we on the list?
Right, so just a second, I've got to figure out where that is. Now I'm down my list. That's right, so that's Kevin, so we'll take Kevin off. And now we've got Beata Heinze. This year's, you've got your notes there.
Yeah, I've got notes here for Beata. Now then,
this
would be
in Budapest.
Budapest, perhaps? Yes. Yeah, Budapest.
And then we've got Beata's pet cat called Othello.
Yeah, Othello the black cat.
And
Romeo the tabby with some white on.
Look at that expression, that's a proper Romeo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and then we got, I think this is Beata's...
that's the toy, isn't it?
Mikesh. Her cuddly toy. How old is this cuddly toy?
50-year-old cuddly toy.
It's cute, isn't it?
Little toy cat called Mikesh.
There we go.
50-year-old. Isn't that lovely?
We've got Rachel Bailey. Now, this is Yanto, passed away earlier this year. That was Rachel Bailey's very good companion. Look at that. I love white cats. So pretty.
Yeah, said the companion for 13 years. Passed away last month at 15, which is a very good age.
And then we got Rachel with her favourite toys. We've got her favourite koala and wolf.
Yeah, the wolf is a gift from a sister, I believe, about 10 years ago for Christmas. But the koala was given to Rachel on her 19th birthday by the then Church Youth Club at a weekend retreat. And he's a special favourite. His felt claws have disintegrated over the years. But he's her favourite little cuddly toy. She's had him since she was 19.
Right, now we got Mike and Lisa. There they are, looking very posh and glamorous.
Oh, yes.
And look at the size of that Christmas tree.
I know, I tell you what. That puts us to shame.
Very classy, isn't it?
That puts us to shame, with this little dinky one.
Looking very lovely there.
Yeah.
And then we got Lisa there.
Yeah.
Sat down having a meal.
Yeah, that's Lisa and Mike Sage, isn't it?
And Mike is there. Looking very dapper.
There we are. That's one of our podium place winners tonight, because Mike's been on a podium tonight on one of the first questions.
Now we got a picture Ed Creative sent in of Cardiff.
Yeah, we've seen those driving through Cardiff. Ed said he was on a bus stop freezing and thought, I'll take a picture of these and send them in.
And then we got Ed's Christmas display he made us to send in a picture.
Yeah.
That's lovely, isn't it? I like that background. I tell you what, it reminds me of one of those chocolate, like slab things, and they mix all the different flavoured chocolates. I know, I got chocolate on the brain. And then we've got... This is not Santa, this is Mike, dressed up as Santa. Ed, sorry, not Mike, it's Ed.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've got to put up with me, it's nearly 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got the crib notes, that's the advantage. I got the crib notes, yeah. That was Ed's picture of him doing a brilliant impersonation of Mr. Claus.
Now we got Linda Hardy on the left. And you can see behind Linda is a doll.
Yes, and now she said this was her gift. Line on the set here is Patty Playpal. And she said it was very popular. It was all the rage that year. And it stood as high as her shoulders. So there we go. That's her with her friend Chris. That was.
And then this is Linda's dog Topper in his Christmas outfit. And there we go, Linda with Santa.
Yes, now that's Santa again in a department store.
And then we got a
On
video.
the runway,
and this is,
there he goes, modeling.
Slightly
Item
larger
created by
version
Steve
of
Doms and
Topper.
there's
Petco.
Topper with his little Santa outfit on. Right, now we're moving on to Cyber Leader Andy has had a gift.
Yes.
It's an I found a brick glass.
Yes, that was a gift off Laura for Andy with the little logo on it. I found a brick.
And a brick.
And a brick.
And
this is, they wrote, Ted asked me to send over a Christmas picture of him and his girlfriend Honey Bun in their Christmas way. So there
look
we
at
go.
that.
I tell you what,
Dapper.
they are, you know, and now our Manky as well, and his top and
Yes.
all. Oh, they're all looking good this Christmas.
Now we've got Lee's Warren and Pappy. Now that is a big dog. Isn't he lovely?
That is, yeah, that's an old dog, Pappy.
Yes.
And that's from, now I got to see if I can say this, Montmagny in Quebec.
Right.
And they seem to have white Christmases.
Yes, look at that snow.
Look at that, and they're gorgeous. You know, we'd have to sort of get a scene made up for that, whereas
Yeah.
there it just comes natural. But a lovely old dog there.
And finally, we've got Anne and Jason's daughter painted this. Red cardinals. I think the other one's a red cardinal as well. Perhaps it's a male and female. I don't really know. We don't have red cardinals here, do we?
No.
So,
No,
you know, I'm
no,
assuming
but,
that's a male and a female. Rather, isn't that brilliant to be painted like that?
And that was painted by Anne and Jason's daughter, as you
yeah.
say, and
Lovely
but
painting.
painted some years ago. So there we
Right,
go.
and that's all our pictures.
Indeed, and what a lovely set of pictures we've had. I hope you've enjoyed looking at them. Hope they've made you feel very festive, because they made us feel very festive as we were looking at them all.
I'm just going to pop over to coffee because I think we missed a notification.
Did we? Well, I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. I
We're
can't
now
quite
off
tell.
screen.
No, we haven't. Sorry, we didn't.
No, you
We're back on to...
Right, we need to get back because I've got to
Right.
ask another question.
Give
We've
me
only
a
got 3
second.
minutes
Give me
left.
a second.
That's all.
Oh, Jeff. Thank
Oh,
you ever so
Jeff.
much. Just popping in and out to say happy, jolly, joyous, jovial, cheery and wonderful Christmas to you, Phil and Caroline. Ensuring especially to everyone here in chat or just watching. May you all have a good time and have fun. Oh, thank you ever
Jeff,
so much,
that's
Jeff.
so generous
that
of you,
really
my
is kind
friend.
of you. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that. And you have a lovely Christmas too.
Yes, and that's fantastic.
And I'm not
Thank
repeating
you.
that sentence again because it really killed
No,
me to
but
say
obviously
the first time. But thank
the
you so
joyous,
much.
jovial, cheery and wonderful Christmas is wished to us all. To everyone in the chat, everyone watching, everyone on the repeat.
Yes, thank you so much,
from Jeff, who's been a tremendous
Lots of
friend and
fireworks,
supporter.
snowflakes of all
And,
the fireworks.
And we trust you have a very happy Christmas as well, mate. Shall we get this question done?
Let's get another
Maybe
question
Jeff can
done.
have a go at it before he goes again. Now, here's an interesting question. As well as piracy and the night hawk that you heard of in the 13th century, evidence has also been discovered there on Sully Island of Roman activity and Viking activity right the way through, as I said, from the Iron Age right through to the Victorians and beyond. People have found uses for that island. But I'm interested to know, what did those enterprising Victorians try and grow on Sully Island? Was it A, rice, B, asparagus, or C, grapes?
Go.
What are you thinking, folks?
Right.
Them enterprising Victorians, they'd have a go at anything, fair play to them.
Got it right.
So do you think that they tried growing rice? That would be A. Asparagus would be B. Or grapes, C.
Lots of answers coming in.
Indeed there are.
I tried growing asparagus once when I had an allotment and I grew it from seed. Now it's much better to grow it from plants. And I planted it and nothing came up. And I waited and waited, and at the end of the season I got really fed up. So I turned the ground over because I was thinking, oh, I'll get it ready for the frost to get. And inside were tiny little long things. And I thought they look like they could be very early asparagus. So I covered them all over again. And then the next year I had little tiny shoots. And then it took about 2 years, I think, before I got a crop of them. But I actually grew them from seeds. I was dead chuffed that it worked. Anyway, getting back to the question. So I got it right. So what, did anybody else get it right?
The interesting thing is, there's no go on there.
Isn't there? There should be. Oh, I did put go down. It's gone off my thingy, so
Yeah, it's
yes,
not.
it is. There it is. There it is.
Where?
There. This is go. Mine is very pale. Maybe it didn't come up on everybody's. But it is there. It's up on my screen, so it's not on yours, is it?
Don't seem to be.
Right. Oh. It's
Must be
about
on
10
every...
down from the super chat.
No.
No? Oh, sorry about that. It's up on my screen, but it's very pale, so I don't think it came up on everybody else's.
Not
So
to
is
worry.
there?
We've got lots of answers in.
Yeah,
And
no
it's
go.
Chris-
Sorry, everyone. I did click go and it did actually go up there. I'm never going to get any of Phil's chocolate at this rate.
Not at this rate. I'm eating it too fast.
I know.
Anyway, what do you think it was? Now, it's interesting. I seem to have caught quite a few with the asparagus idea. But it wasn't asparagus. No, it wasn't. No. And it wasn't rice. They did actually plant a vineyard.
I guessed it was that because there are a lot of grapes. Not a lot of grapes, but there are some grape growers in the UK.
Yeah,
so.
right. Down on Kent, but I would have thought...
A bit chilly, really.
Yeah, a bit blowy, but they
It would have
did.
been a very sweet wine.
No, they grew a vineyard on Sully Island, which means we're looking for C. And I found C, because the very first C goes to Mr. Richard Serrage.
Well done, Richard.
Followed by, he obviously took it personal and he's decided to come back in a flourish because Diego has now
well
come in
done,
and taken...
Diego.
He thought,
There we
I've got to pull something out of the bag here. Yeah, DNA Mudlarking, folks. Now we've had the double act. Ali won on the last one. Diego's on the second podium on this one. And then I'm going to have to wind down. Oh boy, Jeff, he's just arrived.
Oh, well done, Jeff.
Jeff just arrived.
Hasn't even warmed up yet. And he's
Just
served
in
them.
time to go for getting a C.
Well done, Jeff.
Because, so there we go. We got Richard, Diego and Jeff. And Mary was a close fourth. Close fourth, Mary. And then Lexi was a close fifth. So there we go. But well done on that one, folks. Well, our time has gone. I've got another question
myself,
to
I'm not
do.
really a naughty girl. It says on the bottom now, error, try again. So it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it is. I know
so
you,
I should be able to have some
well,
chocolate,
I
shouldn't
know you pressed it because it's not on your line, but it didn't come up on your...
Am I forgiven enough to have some
I
chocolate?
tell you what, we can have another go. What if we do another question? We'll try it again.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, quick succession. We've had so many brilliant photos and everything in. It's been such a full hour. We don't want to keep you late because it is Christmas Eve. Santa's on his way. So we're going to go for our last question
Bye,
of the
Jeff.
night. Bye, Jeff. Well done,
Thanks
mate.
for joining
Merry
us.
Christmas to you. Sully Island was sold in 2011. It's achieved a sale price of nearly double the guide price. What was the guide price? Was it A, £95,000, B, £295,000, or C, £495,000?
Go. It's there. It's definitely there.
It's on you as well, dear.
Oh, phew.
So what are you thinking, folks? Do you think that the guide price for the sale of the island, because it's in private ownership, do you think the guide price for its sale, it went double almost, but do you think that guide price was 95, which is A?
Is one of those darkened?
No.
Oh.
Is it 95, which is A, 295,000, which would be B, or 495,000, which would be C? So if you said C, you're assuming the island sold for nearly £1 million. If you're saying B, you're saying the island sold for over £500,000. If you're saying A, then you think it sold for less than 200,000. So where are you going? What are you thinking?
Right, Lexi said half a piece of Toblerone like you gave Phil half a piece of Turkish delight. No, what I would argue with you, Lexi, is that I think that if I was generous enough to give Phil half a piece of Turkish delight, he should give me half his little Ferrero Rocher. Seems a fair swap. I don't think he's going to let me.
I didn't hear that.
No.
Okay, folks, the answers are in. The night is going. So here we go. The right answer is the guide price was 95,000. It went up for sale in 2010 at 1.25 million, and they failed to sell. It was remarketed. They put it on the market at 95,000 guide, and it achieved, no one says how much, but almost double the guide price. So that island sold for less than £200,000. But it is a ancient monument, and it's a location of specific scientific interest.
You can't do anything with it.
So you will, as they put it in the advert, the possibility of any development is very remote. So 95,000, that's all they were asking, and a local sailor bought it and has given it for people, kept it open for people to wander on, which is lovely. So the top answer, the first answer, the correct answer, Mr. Ed Creative.
Well done, Ed.
Followed by Custard Cat, who were so sure they said AAA. There we go.
Cat.
And then the last podium place before Christmas goes to the Crafty Camper Vanners. They're on form tonight. And just a quick mention for Carolyn Scott and Rachel Bailey.
Oh, well done to the two of you for nearly making it,
and Tina, because they are the only other 3As on the whole of the board. So I wanted to give a quick mention because they went A.
I will see.
Folks, thank you for joining us. It's been lovely to share our Christmas Eve evening with you. And we'll be here to share New Year's Eve evening with you.
Yes, it's happening on a Saturday.
1 week hence, and there will be a video going out this week. And all I'll say is, there will be fines.
Yes.
Okay, well, a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, very, very happy Christmas. Have a lovely day tomorrow, whether you're busy or whether it's nice and quiet. Enjoy your day. And where's Mikey gone? I can hear him shouting to me.
He's around.
What does he want?
He's around.
I get a feeling I know what he wants.
He's around by here with his friend.
Okay, you sit down there a second because Mikey, he wants to give you all a happy Christmas kiss.
You carry on, Manky. I'm busy.
So pack it up, everybody. Here he comes. Mwah! There you go. Happy Christmas from me. Happy Christmas from Phil. And happy Christmas from Manky and his new friend. We'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.